Good morning. Welcome to Thursday morning's Early Morning Intuitive Guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, a practical rebel. Glad to have you all popping in here. And we have our new card deck today, so I'm excited about that. So let's take a few minutes just to kind of settle in, shake off the night, wake up a bit, do some breathing, couple of breaths here. Nice inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Letting your shoulders drop. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Just settling into right here, right now. Good morning, Lisa. Glad you are here. Welcome. You're the first one popping on today. That's cool. So as I said, we have our new card deck, one of our two new card decks. Good morning, Renee. Glad you're here. Welcome. And I was hoping for a really uplifting card, something really hopeful and joyful and whatever. And I got the exact opposite. Good morning, Cindy. Welcome. Which I think is okay, because as I'm reading the card to you, I think it's kind of the warning call. So I'll tell you why I was looking for the positive, lighthearted, you can do it, go little buckaroo card today. I have set the intention that today I am making my video, Good Morning Joe, to promote the intentional community. Thanks for the sun and the sunflower. That's awesome. And I flipped and flopped all night thinking about it. Okay, what do I want to say? What oughtn't I forget to say? What do I not want to say? Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you're making this a bigger, hairy deal than it has to be. Good morning, Peggy. If I do what I do every morning with all of you, speak my truth, trust that what comes forth is exactly what needs to come forth, and that it's speaking to the people it needs to be speaking to. Fabulous. That's all that needs to happen. So I need to quit winding myself around my own axle here and just get on with it. So when this card deck popped up, actually I put on my labradorite necklace. I always think it's like a thunderstorm in a stone. Isn't that cool? But that was my energy for today. So when I picked the deck, it is Gabriel J. Merrihue's Wild Harmonic Oracle deck. And look at the shape of this thing. And look at the arms going around. Isn't that cool? That speaks to community, doesn't it? I like that. I like that. I like that. But the card itself has a warning tone, I would say. And that will be as it's meant to be. So here's the cover of the book. It's like a woman's form and then all the little butterflies flying off of her. Our card for today is Earth of Shadows, Heavy Matters. I mean, look at that image. Oof, right? Heavy matters. And that's me. I can make things that could be otherwise lighthearted pretty burdensome. So we're going to see what it tells us, and then use that there's a little piece in here I want to do something with, but use that as our warning call, our shot across the bow. Okay, yes, if I continue to give in to denial and playing small and all that stuff, here's the picture. Here's what it's going to look like. Here's what it's going to look like. That's not too pleasant, I don't think. So let's see what it tells us, and then we'll trust I won't leave us there. Trust I will dig us back out, all right? So a couple of nice deep breaths. Heavy matters. Heavy matters. Earth of Shadow. As the earth energies fall into denial, the burden of being becomes an obsession. Burdens, struggle, and being weighed down by the mind's take on things. Huh? We create our own burdens. Good morning, Mel. Glad you are here. So we're getting a little bit of a warning call here. Burdens, struggle, and being weighed down by the mind's take on things. This card indicates a pattern of perspectives that compound the natural efforts of living. It is effortful to live. It can also be very joyful, but it is effortful. Until they become an ongoing inner crisis of self-abuse. What kind of crappy self-talk have you had lately? With such inner talk, each step gets heavier, which then justifies the compounding perspectives that caused it. So we do the life is hard and then you die, and then we trip on something, we go, see, life is hard and then you die, and then we find validation all over the place for life is hard and then you die. Can you see the self-perpetuating nature of this? And we can have the self-perpetuating nature of the opposite, which is what we're aiming for. When I habitually bemoan my struggles, there is a feeling of being real that these burdens bring me, a tragic specialness. Hear those words, a tragic specialness that I am proclaiming myself to have. And I certainly saw that over 35 years of psychotherapy with people who had been abused as children. They often had this sense of specialness with the perpetrator that needed to be addressed in the process of doing the work, because that's not the kind of special we want to feel. Of course, my life would be far better if I would just put the inner burden down. But then, who would I be and how would I feel special? So the inquiry, the question is, what burdens have I taken on that are not mine? All right? So let's just take a minute here. I want you to close your eyes. Like I said, I'm not going to leave you in this dark, gloomy place. Let's close our eyes. Some nice deep breaths. Again, not if you're driving, but you can always go back and listen to this again. Some nice deep belly breaths. Breathing in healing golden light. And breathing out any of this kind of tainted specialness. Okay? Letting this tragic specialness go. Yeah, this is a great card. Absolutely. And when I first saw it, I went, ew. But sometimes our work is ew. And then we get the benefits on the other side. So let's clean out the ew, and then we're going to move on. All right? So I want you to feel that heaviness that comes from taking on burdens, from viewing life through the lens of burden, okay? Just feel it. Where do you feel it in your body? I oftentimes feel it in my forearms, my instruments of doing. Doesn't that make sense, right? So just breathe into that heaviness. Feel that awareness that you do, we all do, habitually bemoan our struggles. Okay? My sister Vicky and I oftentimes got in the pattern calling each other up to bitch about how crappy the day was. That's not very productive, right? Feeling each step getting heavier, all right? Feeling the self-abusive language. If I hadn't been so stupid, if I had only done that instead of this, what was I thinking? Being on your own back, okay? Cracking the whip. Like having huge expectations of yourself. No sympathy, no compassion, just huge expectations. Crack that whip. How does that feel? Where in your body do you feel it? All those burdens. Especially and including those burdens you've taken on from others. Perhaps it was your mother's depression. Perhaps it was your father's anxiety. Perhaps it's your spouse's self-doubt. How much of this crap are you carrying around? All right? So now, let's start breathing to release all this. All right? Nice, deep belly breaths. Making them deep. Sometimes a little bit deep to the point of discomfort. All right? Again, we may have to walk through some crappy stuff here to release this. This burden of being, of trudging along the earth's plane, okay? We make life a burden by our attitude. So, that specialness, let's go back to that, because that's a linchpin here, and we want to pull that linchpin out so things can move. That specialness that you have felt for being the bearer of everyone else's burdens, for coming at life from this, it's a burden, it's heavy perspective, from these shit-colored glasses that you've been wearing, all right? What are you most afraid of in terms of taking off those glasses and looking at life with clearer lenses, with lenses that see the beauty, with lenses that are open to receiving the good that there is in life, what do you stand to lose? If you can write it down, that'd be great. Otherwise, say it out loud. What do you stand to lose? And I'll tell you some of the ones I've heard over 35 years of doing psychotherapy and coaching. I lose my excuse for staying stuck. I'll have to do something. I'll have to be afraid to move forward. Good morning, Jennifer. Glad you're here. I'll have to face the things that I've been hiding from. I'll have to step up. I'll have to be my full self. I have to show up. I have to do things. I have to make amends. I have to make amends for some of the crappy stuff I've said and done. I have to say no to people who previously I've said yes to. And then what's going to happen? Yes, I lose my excuse for staying stuck. That's a big one. That is a big one. So, breathe. Be gentle with yourself. Oh, and that's so funny. Our cards from the other day just tipped over. Make it a point. Listen deeply. Trust your intuition. Okay? We're not going on this journey by ourselves here, guys. All right? So remember, yesterday we locked arms, lions and tigers and bears, oh my, headed down the path. We can do this together. It's easier to do this together. We have a tribe here. We have our practical rebel group right here, all right? So we're supporting each other. We're going to walk this together. It's kind of some dark and dingy terrain, right? And here's the guard. But we can do this. So breathe. I want you to imagine the crown chakra spinning open. Every breath you inhale, bringing in healing golden light, divine light, because there's far more than just us trudging this earth plane. Good morning, Lucy. Good morning. So we're not trudging. Okay? So I want you to feel a little lightness in your body. As you breathe in that healing golden light, feel a little bit of lightness coming in. And that healing golden light is powerful. It's not just this liquid energy flowing through your body. It's shoving out the crap that's within that needs to go. The yeah buts, the what ifs, the self-doubts, the abusiveness, blah, 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 blah. All that's getting pushed out as the healing golden light's coming in with every inhale. Feel little trapdoors in the bottom of your feet spring open, connecting you to Mother Earth, sending down your roots into Mother Earth through all the layers, down to the liquid core. And it's almost like a slide. All of that crap that's getting pushed through us is coming out through our feet, down into those roots, down into Mother Earth, to that liquid center of Mother Earth to be transformed. Energy is neither created nor destroyed, right? So it's just going to be transformed into something that's useful, all right? Clearing all that gunk out, clearing it all out, feeling a lightness of being. And it might be a little bit uncomfortable to begin with because you're not used to it. You're used to slogging along all this crap from other people and yourself. Burdens, have-tos, obligations, heaviness, who do you think you are, blah, 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 right? Washing all that stuff through and out. And then we have this pure, clean, empty vessel that is us, all right? Good morning, Beth. Glad you're here. This vessel that is us. And don't hurry to fill it up with crap, all right? Don't hurry to fill it up. Leave it empty. Leave it empty. Call on Spirit. I want you to ask Spirit now to bring in the things that belong here, to bring out from the crevices within us where they've been hiding all of the good stuff, who we really are, our true selves. Now that we've cleared out all of the crap, the real us can come out from all the little corners where it's been hiding, breathing that in. Breathing that in. We're stepping out of the shadow. We've now acknowledged the shadow. We've acknowledged what we no longer care to carry with us. Those burdens that aren't ours to carry anyway. And again, as we've done in the past, you can kindly and lovingly hand them back to people. Here, Mom, this is your depression. Here, Dad, this is your anxiety. I no longer want to hold it. And the gift that you give people, whether they're deceased, doesn't matter. You're just handing it back energetically. When you hand it back to them, they then can do something with it. While you're carrying it around for them, they couldn't do anything with it. Handing it back, they now can do something with it. Whether they do or not is not your problem. Not your problem. Okay? And so now you're putting on new lenses. All right? And these are nice, clear lenses. Yep. Yes, no longer carrying anybody else's burdens. The gift that you give them when you hand those burdens back is they then can choose what to do with them. All right? So, and again, there may be some discomfort for you. Well, who am I going to be if I'm not the schlepper of everybody's burdens? Discover that. Find out, who am I? Who am I really? And make it a joyful journey. Good morning, Carolyn. Glad you are here. Make it a joyful journey to discover who you are really. Ask Spirit for guidance. Okay, Creator, how do I do this? How do I figure out who I really am? I'm interested. All right. Then I go back to that stillness card that we had a couple of days ago. Sit in stillness. I did that the other day. Turned off everything. Brought up some pictures on pexels of trees because I thought trees would be a great thing to just look at. So I sat there just staring at trees, thinking about nothing in particular, allowing that creative space for what's meant to flow forward to flow forward. So again, what I want to do with this Heavy Matters card is I want to set aside heavy matters. And I'm going to show you the cover again because I love this image. I want to focus on this image. Look at all those hands helping hands, helping hands, helping hands, okay? That's where I want to get to. And so I am going to, I'm making the commitment to you all right now. I am going to make the video today of me talking about intentional community and co-housing and my project and what I want to create here and putting it out there and then posting it, putting it someplace, putting it on Facebook, putting it on LinkedIn, putting it out there so that those who are meant to see it can see it, and those who are connectors, and some of you might be connectors. I'm one of those people. If I see something, I go, ooh, so-and-so would really like that, or so-and-so might be interested in that. I'll send it to them. Those connectors seeing that video and going, yeah, this is cool. I bet Jane would be interested in this. All right? So take another nice deep breath in. Let it go. What needs to come to you now? What needs to come to you now? What's going to fill up that space where those burdens are no more? No longer holding anybody else's burdens, no longer choosing to view your own life as a burden, right? Calling in, sending out that beacon. I gotta find my little energetic beacon card here. And there we go. The energetic beacon, sending out the message, drawing to you what's meant to come. In this case, this one was bringing the people to me for this talk. But you may be drawing other things to you. It might be people, places, things, experiences, gifts, whatever. Your true self. That's a great thing to draw out of the shadows, ain't it? Since we've had her on ice for how long? Time for the thaw, all right? So that's your mission today. However it comes to you, however you might want to go to a coffee house and do some writing. You might want to sit on your front porch and be in nature. You might want to go for a healing walk, whatever it is. Journaling, whatever it is. This is where we're going today. We have let go of the heavy burdens. We are opening ourselves up to be filled with what's truly meant to be there, our true self, our true gifts, whatever we're meant to be given back to the world, etc., etc., etc. All right? Have an awesome time with this. Make it fun and joyful. It's sacred. It's absolutely sacred, but it can also be fun and joyful. All right? We'll see you again tomorrow. Have an awesome day. Remember, you are capable of far more than you think you are. Bye.